So this is a guide on how you can practice explosives and prefires all by yourself in a single player mode if you don't have Archon access to a server of your own, basically. I do have Archon access to multiple servers, so I never really use this way, but if you don't have any admin powers or own a server by yourself, then this is the way to go, how to start up a single player game, and so that you can also get infinite grenades and basically hit markers, etc., etc. So you'll start off by opening up your console, and then you'll type in ins_bot_quota and set that to 0. That will make it so that no bots join your game, basically. And then after that, it's simple. You just type map space and whatever map you want. We'll do district for now. It's gonna create your own game, and then you will get the official firefight theater, but not the competitive one. So that's really the only problem. That's why I use a private server myself. I'll get the DGL theater with the correct points and scores and some minor differences, but this will do just fine for some grenade practice or some pre-fires or whatever you want to run around and do. So just pick a class, open up the console again, and we're going to do some commands. So you'll start off with doing sv_cheats space 1, and you'll see in the left corner there it says it's changed to 1. This will enable you to do a lot of stuff that you couldn't do on a multiplayer server or without cheats enabled to 1, like no clipping, flying around like this, pulling out multiple grenades, and just basically anything you want to do. Any kind of command is basically unlocked now. The second thing you might want to do, which I always do, is sv_show impacts. Turn that to 1 as well. And that will just give you these markers that show up, and that's very good for practicing wall bangs and stuff, or pre-fire, so you can test what walls you can shoot through, etc. with what kind of guns. Okay, and then, so those two things you'll have to do basically every time you start up the game, with the cheats and the SV impacts. But these other things you only really have to do one time, or you can, well, you either do it in here in the console, or you can do it in your auto exec config or something. I would just do it in my console. I find that simpler to do, but you can definitely just do it in your config folder. Okay, so it's basically you want to be able to give yourself infinite grenades and stuff, right? So the way to do that is you simply bind the grenade command to a specific key. So all these commands start with bind, and then you simply decide what key you want. I got my security grenades on F2, for example, so I'll do that one. Bind space F2 space, and then you do these quotation marks, and the command is give_weapon space the weapon you want, and the M67 will give me a grenade of that sort. So I'll do that, and if I press F2 now, I'm gonna get this grenade, 3 of them. And when those are out, when I'm out of those 3 grenades, I'll just press it again and I get 3 new grenades. And then you can keep binding all different kind of explosives to all different kind of keys. So I got on all my F keys, I got different kind of explosives. I also got on F1, I got no clip, and that's the same. It's bind space whatever key you want. I got F1 as I said, so I'll type in F1 and then quotation mark, just no clip, like that. And then whenever I press F1 I no clip, and whenever I press it again I unno clip. Okay, that's really the important part. You can also put so that you have, you probably can get infinite ammo. I don't know exactly how to do that, so I just give myself ammo instead, which I'm pretty sure it's bind, let me see, bind any key you want. I use J, and then it's give_ammo, and then space the ammo type you want, and you should want AP ammo basically every time. So that will, anytime I click J, I will get ammo, so I can give myself, you see mags there in the bottom right corner, I got 12 mags now. The last thing, which is probably less common even for those people who used to practice a lot, this can be good for you to know as well if you're still watching, is how to kind of teleport around the map, and this is useful for really long pre-fires. So if you want to test like how pre-fires work from here all the way into forklift over there, you want to see how they really hit, instead of no clipping all the way and these dots almost disappearing, you can simply teleport yourself by binding your positions to a specific key. This is even better when it comes to testing flashbangs, because flashbangs explode really quick. So if you want to see how this flashbang looks from the other side of you, from the guy you're trying to flash, then you can bind your position. So what you would do is get in the exact position and look in the exact way that you want to test. So it would be like this. Open up the console and get pos_exact, press enter, Then you take this red line here and copy it, Control C, and then you do same thing, bind, I use H, and then you simply copy this line in. Oh, what? Didn't take the whole line. Hold on. Copy the whole line in like that, and with the quotation mark, and anytime I press H, I'm gonna teleport back to this position. So in that way, that's the absolute best way to test Flashbang, since otherwise kind of hard to test. So if you do like this, I can just press H, and I will see how much you will flash me from this point of view. And you can buy multiple keys. I already have multiple ones. Let's try this one. This one. Yeah, that's a weird one. So that's a pretty nice way to practice Flashbangs. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Maybe something I missed. I'm not great at this kind of config stuff. But this is how I practice. I do it on a private server though, but it shouldn't really be any difference on creating your own kind of private single player server, I guess. So, okay. I hope you will have fun with it, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.